3, 2, 1, begin!
So the Norwegian Foot March is something that the Norwegians started back in 1915 as they were preparing to enter World War I. It's a 30-kilometer march or 18.6-mile march, and it was designed to create a level of toughness in their new recruits. The ruck has to weigh 25 total pounds. That's dry, not including water or any supplements that the marcher is taking. There's different time limits per gender and age, but a rough guesstimate is for a male of age 19 to 35, they have to finish the march in 4 hours and 30 minutes. So this started this morning at 02. That was the hard start, but the candidates were here as early as 0:30. So the finishers, if they finish within the time frame, will receive a small foreign award pin from the Norwegian Army. But I think that the majority of them are just out here to compete against themselves. And that's important because that's something that the Chief of Staff of the Army has mentioned in his remarks, is that winning matters. And doing something like this where you're competing against yourself and you're competing against the clock to quote-unquote win, I think that's what they're doing out here. I think that's why they're doing it.
I'm Drill Sergeant Nicholas Duncan, and we are here, finally, at the finish line, the 18.6-mile ruck march, which is the Norwegian Foot March. So I think for me it was about 50-50. I think it was half nervous, half confidence, just because I trained up to 14 miles. The hardest part of my ruck would probably have to be just the mental, just blocking out the mental pain of your body and just pushing yourself past the point where you want to quit, but you know that you can't. I signed up for this because I always look for challenges in my life. The Army has challenges, of course, but any additional challenge that comes along the way that may be a little bit more difficult than I'm used to, I want to see what my body's got, and the only way to do that is to put it to the test. And at the end, you kind of figure out what you're made of, win, lose, or draw. What I learned about myself is as long as I train hard enough, there's really nothing that I can't accomplish. I feel pretty good. I think training had a lot to do with it, but at that 16-mile mark, 17, 18, your body starts breaking down on you, and it's more mental than it is physical. And if I've known anything from being in the military, that your mind is going to quit on you before your body does. So as long as you think that you're going to make it and willing to push your body past the point where you feel comfortable, you can accomplish anything. So next, I think I'm going to have to try a marathon or a half marathon. Let's try a half marathon, then I'll move to the marathon. It takes more training, but I think as long as I take the same training that I went through here to accomplish this, I can do the same thing, for anything. As long as you have enough time to train for it, you can accomplish it.